Hello, it's Adam here, back with an award season update. That's right, it's time for my July predictions for all of the acting categories at the upcoming Academy Awards. I know you're gonna comment it's very early, but this is just something fun I like to do. I love starting in the summer and just seeing how the season evolves, seeing how close I was in my predictions or far off I was. A lot of these movies have not been seen by anyone yet. Some of these have only done film festivals. We're really going off of vibes. We're going off of, what studio's behind what. We're going off of early critical reception. There's a lot of factors that are informing these predictions. These aren't necessarily like my best of the year. This is just kind of going off of, whispers and precedent and other factors. So let's just get into it. I'm going to be starting with most likely to be nominated and then going through to least likely in my opinion. And we're going to start with Best Supporting Actress. In that number 1 slot, I still have Penelope Cruz for La Bola Negra. I think this is going to get a big old push from Netflix. I think because she has multiple movies coming out this year, it's going to help her. Similarly, Anne Hathaway I have at number 2 for The Odyssey. She's in 5 projects this year. The fact that she is everywhere is going to help keep her on people's mind. And this performance, I have now seen it. I do think it is the best of the film. I think it will help with the narrative. It's her big return with Christopher Nolan. It's a big return to the Oscars for her. She's giving a career best. She's given another one already with I think Mother Mary, but this is the big one with the big studio push behind it. It's going to get a ton of noms and I think she will come along for that ride. Number 3, I still have Tao Okamoto for All of a Sudden. I haven't really budged on that. Yeah, I'm good keeping her there for now. She won Best Actress with her co-star Virginie Efira at Cannes. I think that's not nothing. I do think they're going to split them in lead and supporting just to kind of spread it out, but we'll see. At number 4, I have Mariana Di Girolamo for Wild Horse 9. Still solid there. And at number 5, I have Sandra Hüller. Right now I have Sandra Hüller for Project Hail Mary, but at my 6th slot, I also have Sandra Hüller for Digger. I've said this before, but I've heard her role in Digger is actually quite small, so I'm not sure how that'll do. I do think Sandra Hüller is going to get an Oscar nomination in one category or another. Speaking of multiple players and lots of projects, I have Penelope Cruz for The Invite at number 7. I think she is constantly singled out as a point of praise in that movie. I think that movie's performing very well box office wise as counter programming to The Odyssey. I think reception just continues to be glowing. I think general audiences really like it, and the Oscars love Penelope Cruz. How can you not? But I can see that happening. 8, I still have Esme Creed Miles for Sense and Sensibility. 9, Parker Posey for Wild Horse 9, and 10, Wumi Masaku for The Social Reckoning. Just outside though, I also have Samantha Morton for The Odyssey. I think she's also getting singled out as a point of praise. I'm just wondering if Anne Hathaway is maybe going to take up a lot of the push. It's not impossible for performers to get in on single scenes and very limited screen time, but I just wonder if maybe she'll kind of take up a lot more of the energy around the conversation, and because the role is smaller, maybe she'll go overlooked. But I don't know. I love her performance in it. For supporting actor, not a lot has changed. I've kind of moved some things around and then they all kind of fell similarly. But I have Paul Giamatti for The Debut, John Goodman for Digger, Sam Rockwell for Wild Horse 9, Riz Ahmed for Digger, and now Edward Norton for The Invite. Riz Ahmed I took out and put back in and took out and put back in just because I don't know how the Digger supporting people are gonna go outside of John Goodman. But after seeing the trailer, he feels pretty prominent. He is really high build, so I feel good now about putting him at 4. Similar to Penelope Cruz, Edward Norton is always singled out as a point of praise with The Invite. I really think that hype can get him in there. It is a stellar performance, and he is also someone they love. He got in for A Complete Unknown, which I don't think was a great performance from him. So I feel with a truly great performance in a truly great film, he could do it. My top 3, I have nothing new to report. I think they are kind of just there still. They are holding strong. Nothing's changed. 6, I have Jeremy Strong for The Social Reckoning. This movie is either gonna goose egg or it's gonna overperform against people's expectations, so we'll see. 7, I have John Leguizamo for The Odyssey. He is kind of always being singled out in that movie as well. A lot of people are pointing it out. He has a good narrative. He's with a big player. I think it could happen. It really could happen if he gets the proper push. 8, Jesse Plemons for Digger. Again, I don't know what to do with all the Digger boys. We will see as the fray kind of settles. 9, I have Guitarrica de la Fuente for La Bola Negra. Some people have him in lead. I don't know where he's going, but I do think he will be a player because of La Bola Negra. I think that's going to be a big one. It could be a big arrival for him. 10, this is kind of a hope diction, but I'm keeping James Ortiz for Project Hail Mary. Again, I've justified it before. He is a big part of like the practical effects of that movie. That is a big point of praise of that movie. They are really priding themselves on the practicality of it, and I think they're going to be having that puppet out a lot when they talk about their visual effects as they campaign, and I think maybe he could go along for the ride. Also, keep an eye out for Coleman Domingo and Michael. I don't know if it's happening. I don't want to entertain it until I have to, but he's definitely not no. For Best Actress, I have Renata Reinsve for Fjord and Julianne Moore for The Debut. Nothing's really changed there, although I am tempted to move Julianne Moore up. This is a little insert because while I was editing this video, it came out that A Place in Hell starring Michelle Williams and Daisy Edgar Jones is being moved to spring 2027. So that changes some things here. That changes a lot. I did not have time to like sit down and re-record the whole actress section of my video, but I think going to slot in Sandra Hüller, Virginia Fira up, and then I'm gonna put Ruth Madeley for Being Human and at the 5 slot. I haven't had her in my 10 yet, but I'm starting to see stuff come out and it's starting to get some festival releases. It's coming to us from Apple. It's coming to us from Sean Hayter, who gave us Coda. I think she will be a definite player. So I'm going to put her in at 5 now that like we start to have like a rollout plan. So coming to you live from the future. It's crazy how things can just quickly change. That's how quick things change. 6, I have Mikey Madison for The Social Reckoning. 7, I have Indy Navarrete for Obsession. I said this in my Best Picture video. I just want to see how she does at like the Gothams. You know, I want to see that this buzz is like real and not just online, but the movie keeps making money. Industry people keep bringing it up now, which is a big like indicator to me. So I think she will probably be moving up soon. 8, I have Cynthia Erivo for Prima Facie. They just announced this will be playing at TIFF, and depending on what distributor, what studio picks it up, I think she could be a player. They love her. She has that power to get in there. I think it could happen. 9 is Daisy Edgar Jones, Sense and Sensibility, and 10 is Sophie Okonedo for Clarissa. Nothing's changed there. I would love to see Sophie get in there. I'm just worried Clarissa is also being distributed by Neon. I hope she doesn't get lost in the shuffle. And finally, for Best Actor, still have Tom Cruise for Digger at number 1. Something like cataclysmic would have to happen for that to falter. I bumped up Ryan Gosling to 2 for Project Hail Mary and put Matt Damon in for The Odyssey. After seeing it, it feels kind of similar to Cillian Murphy and Oppenheimer, where it feels like a culmination of this man's career. It feels like a big moment for him to like really top line this epic film. I don't know how The Odyssey could be the big player. I suspect it will be without him getting in there. 4, I have Pedro Pascal for Behemoth. After seeing that trailer and with Searchlight's release, I think he could do it. He's really well liked, and if the movie's great, you know. 5, I have Andrew Scott for Elsinore. Focus Features acquired it, and it was announced it's going to be playing at TIFF and Telluride. I think it could be a player. Focus knows how to get people nominated, and it's doing that festival run. It's a biopic. I think it could happen. 6, I've moved Sebastian Stan for Fjord. I've heard his role in particular is a bit divisive and restrained, and sometimes I think the Academy likes to go for most acting over Best Acting, so we'll see. I've moved John Malkovich from Wild Horse 9 down. I just think Behemoth might be more of the priority. 8, John Turturro, Only Living Pickpocket in New York. 9, I have Robert Pattinson for Primetime. I'm tempted to move him up after that Venice announcement. And 10, I have Andrew Garfield for Artificial. I don't know how this is gonna go. That's all I've got for now. Please make sure to do all the things you're supposed to do with a YouTube video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me everywhere. I'm gonna be updating all award season long, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!